Hello and welcome. Welcome. My mic did not come on. It automatically usually comes on. But guys, it's Sunday. It is Sunday. It's the first Sunday. This is the first Sunday, I believe, in October. How about that? I am excited. I'm excited. I love the fall. If you didn't know, the fall is my favorite season. And so I'm kind of excited because I get to wear my fall clothes, even though half of them I won't be able to fit. So I'm going to be going on another little bit of a shopping spree. I'm avoid shopping at all costs, except for Ayuga, right? Because I'm trying to exercise and work that out. So I'm going to just jump in right away and start with my weight loss update. And then we're going to go in the chat. But before we go in the chat, I just want to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about today. So one of the things I'm going to talk about at the end of today is the meet and greet. We're doing a Downsizing Diva meet and greet. Yesterday, I had a members only live and we kind of talked about that. So I have the interest form if you're interested, and I'll talk a little bit more about that toward the end of the live. And then I'm also going to talk about the stock club that I started. And just so you know, I'm going to give you a little bit of an update, and I'm going to save that for last because some of you aren't interested in that. And then it'll be, you can log off when we start talking about that. But I just want to show you how I actually got Eli Lilly to fill up my gas tank 7 times. I made that much of a profit already since we started our little sock club. So, and some of the ladies in there are probably in this chat and they're starting to see their wins. And once we start, getting wins, some people have wins already. We're going to come and we're going to share that, on one of our lives because we want more people. I could keep this information to myself, but why do that? I'm going to share it. So I'm going to save that stuff to the end. So let's just get started. Let's dive into my week 85. This is my week 85. Geez Louise, that's a long time. That's 19 months I've been taking Mounjaro, maybe going into my 20th month. Geez Louise. So 85 weeks taking Mounjaro. I am a pre-diabetic. My A1C, the last time I checked, it was at 6.0. The lowest it was is a 5.9, and then it went back up. So that 1 point, my doctor wasn't concerned, but I was in a panic. And then she calmed me down. She calmed me down because she says I'm still in the pre-diabetic range, so don't stress out about it. So I have another doctor's appointment toward the end of this month, and I'm going to be checking my labs and blood work and see what's going on. And I'll give you an update. My blood pressure, the last time I got my blood pressure checked, I want to say it was 118 when I got the lab work that my doctor didn't do the complete lab work, my gyno, remember that? I want to say it was 118 over 70 something. I can't remember. Whatever it was great. It was great. It was even under that 120 over 80. So I'm excited about that. And one of the things I started to do, I take Element. I love Element. Element helps me with the side effect of the fatigue. And I know people, when you hear about Element a lot of times, or any electrolyte, I just happen to love Element. Just only the watermelon flavor is my flavor. The rest of them I don't love so much. And so thank you. Shout out to the people that use my referral code, because I was just catching up on some emails today, and I have a lot of Element that I was able to get because people actually use my code. So thank you. I appreciate that. So with the Element, it helps with fatigue. One of my side effects has been on this 12.5 milligrams and all the way to 2.5 since I started, my Mounjaro journey, has been fatigue. I have been fatigued, and I couldn't figure out, I don't remember it being more since I took the shot, the injection, but I do know that it happens right after I take it. So when people often say, I took the injection and it's not working, I don't know if it's working. I know mine is working because that fatigue kicks in. I don't care what time. I usually take it at night, but I don't care when I take it, that fatigue just immediately kicks in. I get a little bit of a back kind of soreness, pain kind of going on, not a pain where it bothers me, but just kind of I know it's there, if you know what I mean. So I get that. And then, so the Element has helped with that. The reason why I started taking Element is because, which is an electrolyte. The reason why I love electrolytes is because I started taking it. I had a muscle spasm, and I didn't realize, when you first start taking this injection, if you're a newbie out there, what will happen is you'll start going to the restroom a lot. Even for me, I did. And I've heard a lot of people say that. So they go to the restroom, but I'm also, perimenopausal and stuff. So I didn't really make a connection to my symptoms until I start tracking things. And so that's why I would encourage everybody to track your symptoms. So let me turn off my heat here. I don't know why I had the heat on. I'm cold and hot and cold and hot. So I'm getting a hot flash. I'm like, where am I getting a hot flash from? Well, it's the heater was on. So so, track your side effects, because that's what made me realize, like, it was and I don't get Charlie horses or anything very often, but when I traced it back, I had been going to the restroom so much, I was cramping. And I mean, I had this cramp out of this world. And I watched this content creator, and she was raving about Element, and she talked about it for the fatigue of it all and muscle cramps. And when I took that, it worked. Immediately, I haven't had a muscle cramp since. But one of the reason why I brought all this up is to tell you guys that, because I had a history of high blood pressure in the 130s and 140s, I'm kind of cautious about that Element. I don't take it every day. My fatigue really is just at its height when I am, taking the injection the first couple of days. So I don't really need to drink it every day. I was really drinking it every day when I started because it tasted so good. And it was a way to just like get my water in. Water is my first drink of choice. Like, I'm a water girl even before Mounjaro, any kind of weight loss journey or anything. I just love water, which is a plus, right? For me with this. But when you add that Element, and I mean, I'm just drinking. So I kind of scaled back because I started to worry about, my blood pressure. It has never really affected my blood pressure. But I do think it does is you kind of hold on to water for the weight loss of it all, right? And you release it, but you hold on to it a little bit more. So I started to scale back my Element to 1 pack a day. I went to 3 packs a day, to 2 packs a day. And last week, I was just telling my members live, I had a members only live last night, and I was telling those members that I was drinking some, I always have my handy dandy water bottle here. I was drinking some Element, and that was the first time, a half a pack. So when I say 1 pack a week, I split that in half, and I'll have half one day, half the other. Sometimes I have half in the same day, but I'm to 1 pack a week with the Element, and it just works for me. If I'm feeling extra fatigued, I'll might have a half a pack, but I don't even have a whole pack. This is, I want to say, 40 ounces of water. I would say 32 because I pack a lot of ice in here, so that might take up some of the the liquid you can put in there. So anyway, that is what I do for my side effect of being fatigued, and then taking my buns to bed and getting sleep. I've really been working on getting sleep, and I have a video. I have like 5 videos on queue that I just need to edit, and one of them that I wanted to put out yesterday, I had to decide, am I going to put this video out or am I going to go to sleep? And guess what? I decided to go to sleep. I got in the bed. I went to sleep. I woke up at 5 something this morning after the members only live. I woke up at 5 something, I think, this morning. And I said, this is a choice. This is, this is do or die, Diva. You got to either go back to sleep, turn this, put that phone down and, work on all the things you said you were going to do, or look at the phone and scroll. And the next thing I know, it's 10 a.m. and I've gotten no additional sleep. So I made a great choice for myself today. I decided to go. That's probably why I have more energy. I feel more energized today. So I put that phone down and I went back to sleep. So I am proud of myself. I'm going to give myself some confetti when I'm done with this, talking about this. So, let's just hope it helped me with my slow and steady weight loss goal to get to that 100 pounds down. Everybody is saying I can do it. I believe I can do it. But guess what? If I go at this slow and steady pace, I won't probably get to it, but that's okay. That is okay. When I get to it, all of YouTube is going to know about it because I'm going to be celebrating it. So another thing I'm doing is, I want to also say, I'm on that 12.5 milligrams. One of the things that used to happen when I took my injection is I would have like this taste, like this dry mouth. I don't really have that as much on this 12.5. I don't know what it is. It's a different configuration I hear of the medication. It's not just they added an extra dose. That's what I hear. I don't know. I said I'm going to be researching that because I want to know if that's in fact true. Maybe some people in the chat know, but I'll still research it for myself because I'm always fascinated to learn something new. So whatever is in this 12.5 milligram dose, it has taken that dry mouth out. I really don't have that. That's how I always knew my injection was kicking in right right away because immediately I would get that dry mouth. I haven't really gotten that. But if you listen to, my weigh-in update from last week, if you listen to my weigh-in update from last week, you will know that I didn't skip a dose, but I was late taking the dose. So people chimed in and they said, Diva, you got to take that dose within 3 days. Well, we looked it up. It was within 4 days. So I was safe. I was safe to take the injection. And this is why I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. My appetite is so suppressed. Why? Because you're supposed to, take that dose right back on your schedule. So I had a short span there of that medication being out of my system this time. And it suppressed my appetite. I took the injection, I think on Sunday, and then I took it again on Thursday because I'm switching my day to Thursday. I think I mentioned that just because of work, and I may switch it to Friday eventually. I see 72 comments. I'm getting to those comments. Don't worry. I'm like, geez, Louise. Okay, so it suppressed my appetite. So I'm just going to tell you, I've been eating 16 to 1800 calories. How do I know? I'm tracking with my Pep app, my handy dandy Pep app. If you want to use this GLP-1 app, I put a description in, it's in the app, little code or whatever is in my description. And I like how it tracks your shot and everything. I'm going to try to see if I could put a notification on there, but I'm the type of person you notify and I still don't see it. So I'm gonna have to work on that because I think I did get a notification that I hadn't logged in my shot, my injection for last week, and I just was so busy with all the things that I just didn't, think about it. And I kept saying I'm gonna do it, and then this wasn't a good day. I'll do it the next day. So anyway, do not do that. If you're somebody out there that's skipping doses, especially and I didn't skip. It's just I took it late based on my forgetting. It wasn't purposefully. But if you're somebody who's doing that and you're not in maintenance or have not talked to your doctor about it, don't do it. Do not do that. Just make sure you're taking that injection. And I'm going to give myself a lot of credit. I've been taking this medication for every 85 weeks, and I never delayed an injection ever that long before. I have not. I've been on point, which I am, period, on point. And I've been on point with it. And, it just so happened I just, got overwhelmed with all the things that are going on in this brain. If only you knew. So my protein, I'm trying to get to 120 grams. My doctor says 80. I'm challenging myself to do between 90 and 120. So I am making it. What's harder for me is I hear people talk about these steaks, and I haven't eaten a steak in 20 years probably. But, I eat chicken, turkey, and fish. And when I see these little steaks, now they're not even little steaks. People are eating and, out to restaurants and posting. It looks so good, but I haven't eaten a steak, like I said, in 20 years. So I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. So I'm kind of limited. So what I'm going to do today, because I meal prep, and that's how I get, know what I'm eating. I eat the same thing. I'm on rinse and repeat with this weight loss, just like I am with my stocks. Rinse and repeat. If it works, I do it and do it again. So this week, when I leave here, my daughter has her gymnastics. I'm going to go to Whole Foods and I will get a rotisserie chicken because I just want to be easy peasy lemon squeezy for this week. Although next week I have a busier schedule, so maybe I'll wait and get the rotisserie chicken that day. But whatever it is, I have salmon for the week. So I'm either going to get that rotisserie chicken or I'm going to have salmon. I'm going to bake some sweet potatoes like I did last week. And I wanted to make some greens. I never got to that. So I think I'm going to make some green beans in my crock pot. And they'll be nice and ready by the time I wake up in the morning. And that's going to be my meal for the week. So either salmon, maybe I'll switch it up and do both. Salmon, that rotisserie chicken, a baked potato, and I'm going to have green beans. And then I may have for lunch, I may have, I don't know, because I think I'm thinking about going OMAD. So far, I saw my girl Harjarine is in this chat. Harjarine, I have not eaten today at all. I've been drinking my electrolytes, bam, bam. I'm not even hungry. And then I got my Fairlife shake that I was like, just in case I get shaky, I'm going to get a shake. But I haven't gotten shaky either. So I told Harjarine I was going to try to do that OMAD diet with her. Not diet. She said it's a lifestyle. For me, it's just an eating plan. I know diet, people hate that word, but it's temporary. I'm not going to be seeing myself doing OMAD forever. And you guys might say, well, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Because I've been on this 85 weeks and I have to tweak things up in order to make it work. So if you've been on this long term, and maybe you haven't, but that's you. This is my journey. And for me and my body, I like to tweak it up and do different things just to see what happens, you know, to kind of get my weight loss picked up. And so I'm still going to be slow and steady. I don't see myself ever dropping 5 or 6 pounds in a week. Now, maybe I will. That just has not happened to me unless I'm starting some kind of new, fresh thing for the first week. And then I'll have a big weight loss. And I've never had those kind of long, you know, weight losses like that where I'm dropping 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds in a week. So that's more like my monthly average. My monthly average. So I'll take it. So I'm going to try the little OMAD and see. I'm trying it for today and I'm seeing how it goes. Now I'm not at work. I'm at home, easy breezy, lemon squeezy. So we'll see what happens when I go out into the real world. How this is going to work out. So I am trying that. But if not, for my lunch, I think I'm going to go and I have some Chipotle. I'm going to have some Chipotle. You guys know my Chipotle hack. If you follow me, you know I have Chipotles. And sometimes I might have a little brown rice in there, but I'm mostly having the double protein and veggies. I don't get the cheese, and I get avocado on the side, like guacamole. So that's probably what I'll have for lunch. And I like, ration that out. So if I do the OMAD though, I'm cutting out the Chipotle. If I don't do the OMAD, that's what I'll have. And I think I'm going to start my morning with coffee, a little bit of coffee and a protein shake, and then it go into my lunch and dinner. So that's my plan for this week. And then for exercise, I'm still strength training. I do that 3 times a week. You know, I've had a struggle getting that cardio in the morning. People have said to me, you know, Diva, you can exercise anytime. It doesn't have to be in the morning. But that was just a personal goal for me to try to get it in the morning. You know, I haven't met that goal yet. That goal is going back on my to-do list of goals to achieve. So I just want to do that because I want to start whenever I can exercise in the morning. It starts my day off so right. But I haven't been able to get there yet. So I'm still working on that. But I, been doing a lot of intentional moving. I know some people call it the heat, movement. Some people call it active rest. But I've been trying to, like, after I eat, instead of sitting down, I'm up and moving around. And I've been at work up and moving around a lot more. So I'm purposely trying to get those steps in. I'm in a debate right now. I'm trying to decide if I should get an Apple Watch, a Hume watch, or a tracker, or an Oura ring. So one of those 3 is what I'm trying to do. So I don't know. But what has really motivated me to exercise, and you guys might be like, she's just saying that, really seriously, is this Ayuga, right? I mean, geez, Louise, I hope you checked out my video. I'm going to show you my little video. I hope you actually check that out because, I don't really show my body. When I say that, I mean that. I don't show people my body at all. And in that video, I showed a lot of myself that I normally wouldn't show. And so, and the clothes actually fit. And my friend said to me, I was going to play this message my friend sent me after I sent her that video, and I don't want to cry today. No tears today. So I'm not going to play that video. I'll do it another time. But it was just so cool to see, how when people say stuff, you kind of know, now you guys kind of know me. But sometimes when I listen to people, I want to use myself. Sometimes I think, like, I don't know if what they're saying is legit. You know what I'm saying? So my friend, she left me a voice note, and I'm going to ask her if I can play it, where she talks about, the fact that she just couldn't believe I was on the video showing myself and having clothes that fit. And you can see this jacket, look at this shirt I even have on in here. I have a tendency to wear bigger clothes. And so I'm trying to get away from that. And it's hard to get away from it now because the stuff doesn't fit because it was so big for so long. And then now that I could, fit into it, it's too big. So I got that dilemma. I love this jacket. I'm going to show you guys this jacket. And then I'm sure Bellflower will be texting me that it's too big. But I am moving and grooving. You know, my girl Taisha has that plank challenge out there. I've seen some people doing it or not, you know, and she's doing it for the month. That's Taisha can do it for the month. Downsizing Diva, I'm gonna pick a week and do it for me, because I'm not gonna give it justice if I try to do it for the month. So if you haven't started that plank challenge, do that plank challenge. You know, shout out my girl Simply Taisha. I've heard people talking about the challenge and nobody kind of knows where it started. Well, it started with Simply Taisha. So add her if you know are doing a short. You know, I don't know if I'll do that or not, but we shall see. We shall see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm almost through. I was talking about the planks. So watch out for Downsizing Diva. I may or may not show my planks. You know, I'm not one of those people that's like exercising and showing it. You know, I'll get on here with my treadmill and all of that. And, you know, that's just not my thing. But, you know, I have done it and I probably will do more once I get more comfortable with doing that. But plus, I'm just using my cell phone. Like, I don't have like one of those phones that follow people up and down and all around. I am super basic. My computer I'm using, you know, I have, updated things at work. My computer I'm using, it was just fine until I got on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to get a new computer here sometimes, but at some time, and I'm trying to wait for the Christmas sales and all, I'll see what Amazon Prime has, but I'm looking for the Christmas sales. But, you know, I'll replace my computer because my computer is older too. This computer is probably 10 years old. So the fact that I'm even on it right now is a great thing, because you can imagine all the advances that have been made since I bought this. And it might even be older than that. So it's doing well. I bought a webcam. I don't know if you can see, it's like right back there. And I bought it. I kind of looked because Taisha was supposed to help me. You know, I was supposed to put it on and let Taisha know what was going on with it. That was June 4th, I think. June 4th. So that's been so long. So I don't have the equipment to have to be doing all the exercise things. So that's another thing. If things aren't convenient, guess what? I'm not going to do it. So I like the convenience of it all. So again, if you see me doing a plank, shout a sister out, because I'm only doing this because that's my girl Taisha. I'm not like into the challenges of it all, showing it, but I'm actually doing it. I was doing those squats. Check out these buns. I've always had nice buns, I've been told. My mom was a small lady and she always had nice buns. So I think that runs in our family. So I'm just trying to not to lose that. Like if I could just lose that, I've seen some content creators literally in tears because they don't have the nice round buns. And so I'm excited that I have that. I'm trying to keep that, right? And I thought sitting down on, sometimes I'm live 3 times a week. Sometimes I'm on there 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I thought, is this going to flatten my buns out? So that's what also another thing is why I have been doing my own strength training, right? I've been doing that because that's another thing. I don't want to lose the buns. Now I want them to be smaller because somebody might look at that bottom and say, I don't like that bottom. It's way too big, but I'm telling you, that milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Now, I'm not accepting the boys that come to the yard, but they come. So I am working out. I just want to put that in there. Now, I just want to tell you guys, and then we're going to go into this chat. I see so many folks up in the chat. We, in order to, I don't think I'm at a plateau. I want you guys to guess. Well, do you think I lost or not? I'm trying to get to that 100-pound weight goal. If you could take a minute to, yes, the milkshake, Bellflower. So if you guys could take a minute to, one of my friends just texted me. Oh, she's so sweet. Okay. But if you guys could take a second to predict, do you think I lost or do you think I gained or do you think I maintained? And I'm going to tell you, I hear a lot of people talking about that they are stuck on their weight loss journey. You know, this is the slow and steady weight loss channel. I embrace that. I am not a slow responder though, and a lot of you aren't either that think you are. You're really not. But what I am doing to break what I think is a little bit of a slow and steady thing is what I told you all about that I plan to do. Get that 120 grams of protein, meal prep, put things in my Pep app tracker, pre-track is what we call it. Pre-tracking it. One of the things I have to remember is if I don't eat it, need to go back and delete it, or if I add something to go back. I do a good job of that. I just don't always go back and readjust my servings. So I need to make sure I'm doing that. Drinking that water. I've never had a problem with drinking water. Drinking that water. Upping my exercise is something I'm going to try to work on, because that's kind of like the only thing I think I might need to do, to get to that point. But I'm not too sure. And so this plank challenge is going to be good for me. Now, I'm only going to do it for a week, but I may jump in another time too on that plank challenge. But you guys will know when I do it, because you guys are on it when I, release something or notify it or whatever. You guys are on it. I know you guys have a lot of challenges going on. I just wanted to just tell people to just be careful, right? Just be careful with the challenges and make sure that, you're not overextending yourself. But I think this is a good one, because it's really kind of hard with a plank to like mess yourself up unless you try to hold it for, 15 minutes. So I love that. So that is what Downsizing Diva is doing. So let me go and see. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I'm doing this week? Sid, I'm in the process of watching your interview. She says 0.7 pounds. Okay, Sid, thank you for telling us about that code too for Ayuga. So I just want to say, when you watch that, you got to watch the video. So people who are saying Downsizing Diva doesn't show herself really downside. Well, if you watch Sundays, because I started doing that. But if you say we don't really see Downsizing Diva, how she really looks, you can see it on that video. So go watch the video. If you're out there and you're hating, go watch it and just hate on. Watch it. Watch the video, because I show you in there. But those Ayuga clothes are tight fit, and there's no way for me to get around it. So I just, I wanted to show it. But Sin told us about a code, and I put it on my community chat. People have been ordering. I appreciate that. Use that fall 22 code, and then you can also put in the Downsizing Diva code, Diva 25, and get 47%. I meant to text you that, Taisha, and forgot. So now you hear it. If Taisha is in here, now she hears it. But yeah, so go and support. A lot of times people say, I can't afford a membership, or I can't afford to do this or that. So that's a way to support the Downsizing Diva. And really, when you're supporting, I'm really just trying to, first of all, I'm on a retirement budget. I'll be talking more about that when all the papers are signed. And that's, I'm pretty sure June 2026 is my retirement date, but the ink is not dry yet. So I'll be talking about that. So I'm on a retirement budget, but I'm also trying to buy a new computer, and I'm also going to buy one of those things that follow you around. What do you call that? And one of those, what is that? DJ osmosis, statosis, whatever that that fancy camera is called. And I'm not in a hurry to get it at all. I'm not in a hurry to get it. With my Eli Lilly stock, I could probably go out and buy it right now, but I'm just not going to. I'm just going to kind of wait it out. So because I want to get a good price for it, I'm trying to wait till Christmas to shop, right? That's another thing. I'm using cash. Cash is king for the Downsizing Diva. So that's one of the things I'm trying to do, is to prep myself for this whole, next chapter of my life with the retirement. So I said all that to say, I don't know, but I'm about to go back to these predictions. Okay, so I saw you guys were, so I was just saying, I got on Sin, my girl Sin told us about that code. So I said all that to say, if you want a way to support me and you actually get something out of it, you feel like you're getting something out of it too, besides hanging out with me even more and hopefully get motivated by me, and you guys are encouraging me, that's something you can do to support. So JC is saying that I lost. I see you in here. It's Darian coming in. Shay, my name twin thinks I lost. Okay. Joe says 2.4 pounds. Okay. Ashanti, how are you? She says 1.2. Oh, I lost. You predict 0.5. Okay. You think you lost, gained a pound, reading about all this food in the chat. 2 pounds. Taisha said I stayed the same. Oh, Hamani, I saw you. I saw your live. I'm watching the playback of your live. I saw it, so I got to go back and comment. But keep up the great work. I love it, love it, love it. People, I got to comment. I'm just into doing a lot of things, into some things. And so people think that, when you're not commenting, you're not watching the videos, but I am watching the videos. I am watching. Oh, Darium, that point too. Doesn't it just follow the downsizing diva? All right, let me go and turn on my fan because I went from being cold to now I'm hot. Okay. Okay, here I am. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's see. DJ Meyer, you changed your profile pic. Any more predictions before I show my weight? Let's see. Oh, Miss Nikki. Oh, cute pic. She says 1.1 pounds. Okay. You just did your daily plank. That's right. Get on it. Get on it. At my girl Taisha. Let's see. Good morning, Didi and fam. Hey, Gail. Okay, well, I'm trying to find any more. Yes. Yes, Joe. Joe for the win. Yes. Okay, so let me show you guys my weight loss in a second here. Let's see. That's what it is. Okay, thank you, Harjorie. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got some super chats. Okay, I think that's all the prediction, but I wanted to put this up and then let me thank my super chat friends here. Okay, so Joe, yeah, 47% off. And does it ship to the UK? We'll have to find out and let you know. Hopefully somebody can find that out for you. Maybe mail to the B or Nicole or Taisha before we leave off of here. Hopefully they do. Okay, so we have 2 super chats. Wait a second. We got Mail to the B. She says, you look great, and I love that you are losing in the right places. Get it, girl. And thank you for pouring your heart into the community. It's not in vain. You're touching many people. Thank you. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. I appreciate that. All right, Mel, let's give her a proper thank you. Of it. And then Harjorie, you did not have to do that. She said, let's show this OMAD who's the boss. Well, so far, cheers. I'm the boss because I haven't eaten all day. I've been thinking about you all day too. I'm like, it's Harjorie eating, but I don't think you're not even eating food. I'm so sorry. You don't start that till Wednesday. But anyway, Harjorie, I am going to give you an early birthday wish. I did this yesterday on my on the membership live, but we're gonna sing happy birthday to Harjorie. So now, and when we sing happy birthday, what I have learned about singing happy birthday is that if you sing real loud, even at your house, I can hear you. So I want everybody to sing happy birthday to Miss Harjorie. I call her the boss lady. She gives me boss lady vibes. Wait, let me take this off. My daughter said, who gets boss lady vibes? Let me take this off, Harjorie. Okay, all right. I'm gonna put something else up. I don't want to put that up. Let's see. Yes, okay. Miss Harjorie, it's Miss Harjorie's birthday. Are you singing happy birthday? She wants to sing her birthday special. Okay, wait a second. All right, Harjorie. Just a little bit, and then we're gonna sing to her. Are you ready? Okay, nice and loud.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miss Irene. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Thank you. High five, little lady. All right, thank you. All right, Harjorie. She was into that. All right, but now I got to sing happy birthday. Okay, everybody, on the count of 3, we are singing to Miss Harjorie, the boss lady herself. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Wait. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I got to get Stevie Wonder on here to sing it with me. I love it. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me sing that. I love singing that song. Like I want everybody to have a birthday so I can just sing it. All right, so Harjarine, thank you. You know what? I'm gonna put that towards my new computer fund, Harjarine and Mail. I'm gonna make a separate fund, and I'm gonna put that towards my my new equipment, right? You know, whoever thought I'd be on YouTube this long? So okay, let's go to what really is important here. Let's get to my weight loss, the weight loss of it all. It really is not the most important, but I know that's what people want to see. So let me find my weight loss. A lot of you think I lost. So here we go. Here we go. I lost 0.6 pounds. Jeez Louise. So not quite a pound, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I'm down 78.2. Darian, there is that 0.2 you were thinking about. My weight is 228.2. So Darian, the 0.2 showed up, but that's not all I lost. So I'll take that. Wearing my Ayuga gear, making that video to show more of my body. That was my highlight of the week. And I'm going to tell you, when I showed that, I was like shaking in my boots. I was shaking in my boots. I'm like, no, ma'am, this is not something I'm comfortable doing, but I am glad that I was able to do it. So it's like one milestone. You guys just don't know. That was like a milestone for me. So I'm excited. 78. So I'm almost to 80. So maybe next week I can set my, I'm going to start setting these goals. But, if I get to that next 80, I'm going to be glad. So when I see my weight loss start with an 8, I'm going to be glad. And I'm just excited to have lost. So I have on some Ayuga pants today, but I have on my jacket. Now, Nicole, is this too big, Nicole? I have to get rid of my jacket. I love this jacket. So I'm going to be wearing this jacket until somebody tells me not to wear it. Okay, besides Nicole. So here is my jacket. Look at my Ayuga pants. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, this jacket is too big. But the funny thing is, the last time I tried this jacket on, I could not wear it. It was so tight. And it's been a minute since I tried it on, but it was so tight. So the fact that I could fit it, I just love that. So I'm going to be wearing this baby until it just, somebody who tells me like, oh, that's a cute jacket, but it's too big for you. So I just love that. So that is my weight loss. So let's go up in this chat. I don't know how I'm going to get through this chat, but let's do it. Let's do it. So at the end too, if you stay around to the end, remember we're talking about the meet and greet. We're talking about the stocks. And then if you're a content creator, maybe we'll do the content creators, who want to share. We'll do that at the end. So if you're a content creator, you don't have to promote yourself in here. That's like my job to do that. So I'll do that at the end. If you want to drop a link, you want to drop your a mic at the end of the live, so that we can recognize the content creators, because I think that's so important. One of these days, I'm going to talk about, and if you're a content creator, you can hang around. One of these days, I'm going to be dropping some gems and letting you know as a content creator, because I know we have Ashanti in here who says she's thinking about doing it. And I think everybody should do that. I think if nothing else, it's a great video diary of your journey, right? So I'm going to have that forever. And even if YouTube somehow deletes this stuff, I still have it. I still have it saved for me. So I love that. So if you're a content creator, one of these days I'm going to be talking about that. But yeah, so, let's get to the chat. Let's get to the chat. Thank you guys. Everybody's saying congratulations. So I don't know how far this thing is going to take me up, but I got to meet and greet the people. Okay, so I'm going up and up. So we got Lakeisha. Lakeisha, she was the first one in here. She said, not today, Mail to the B. You will not be beating me. And I'm saying, hey, Keisha. Hey, everybody. We got Mail to the B. It is a nice day, isn't it, today? Happy Sunday. Thank you, Mail. She says, Lakeisha, happy Sunday. She said, yeah, guys, at some point we had 50-some people watching. Now we're down to 49, but hit that like button while you're in here. Journey of Life. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you. Dee Dee and Little Lady and D-Vets and Jets. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I miss seeing you. Hi, Miss Nikki. She says, hello, everyone. Finally made it to a live from the beginning. And I'm glad I kind of jumped right in for you. Happy fun day to you. Hey, Cookie, how are you? Everybody's saying hello. Nora, how are you? Hello, hello. I'm glad you came in here. And then we see Sin. Sin, I am loving that profile pic. And I just love that you told us about that savings. I love a good savings. I even ordered some stuff. I ordered some stuff earlier today. So thank you for that, Sin. Nicole, how are you? Nicole is saying hello to everyone. Oh, Sin says she went through her fall clothes and did a big donate to all the clothes I was wearing this time last year. That is excellent, excellent, excellent. And I did my donation in the summer, like when it got close to school starting back. So I'll do another one for Thanksgiving. So if you have some clothes, hold on to them, because Mel and I have an idea of what we could do. It's something I kind of started last year, and we want to do something again with that this year. And it's like I feel like I'm in church. If you want to work on that with Mel and I, let me know, because I think giving back is it's how I stay blessed, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. They say God loves a cheerful giver and not just a receiver, not just a receiver. Remember to give the thumbs up. Nora, wishing you the best. Today marks 70 pounds down. Yes. Oh my goodness. Very good. Good for you. Good for you. I love that. I love that. I love that. Very good. All right. Let's see. Stan says, thank you to everyone. I was very hesitant to do the interview and to be so vulnerable. Well, we're glad you did. We're glad you did. Let's see. We have. Oh, I scrolled down way too much, Stan. Thank you. Okay, you guys, this is the best group. Everybody could get subscribers. When you go to people's channel and you see the subscribers, everybody could get subscribers. But because people are subscribed to your channel, that doesn't mean they're going to watch your videos. They might just be subscribing just because they came to check you out. And so they'll subscribe. And I've learned this too myself the hard way. They'll learn, not the hard way, because I haven't had a struggle, but when I was first starting out, I was just like, you want to see those subscribers and subscribe. So I just want to say this, because you could have 50,000 subscribers, and I watch other channels, because remember when I was, people who go way back with me, when I first started, I was going to be one of those channels that teaches tech, because I know how to do the tech. Now when the tech breaks down, I need some help with that. But to show people how to do things with technology, I actually have a master's degree in computer technology, so I can teach people how to do things. And I was going to do a channel like that, and then what I ended up doing was putting so much energy and effort into this. I did not. And one of the things the reason why I'm so grateful for the people that show up in here every day, or I feel like it's every day, 3 times a week or however many times, and watch the videos I produce, is because it's people can watch and subscribe, but are they going to really follow you and support everything you do? You can't come here and get my subscribers to do that for you. You got to build your own thing on your own channel. You can get a subscriber. That doesn't mean they're going to support everything you do. It's what you put into it. It's your personality. It's you showing up and being consistent. And that's one thing I am, consistent. So people know they can depend on me. Now, if you're emailing me and you're trying to talk to me behind the scenes, you got to remember, I got a whole lot of things going on. So I may not get to those emails right away. And so just know that. And I've had some business people emailing me, and I don't always get to them right away. But when I'm interacting with this community, or if I know you need me, I am there. So I know this content creator in another genre that has 50,000 subscribers, and their videos are getting like the same amount of views as mine, like 1,000, 2,000, sometimes 500. So the subscriber count does not matter. That does not make a great big content creator. What makes a great big content creator is if you got 2,000, and I'm going to use Losing It Grace, because her videos, and I don't know if she's in here or not, it doesn't matter. I love to give credit where credit is due. Her videos are getting, 2,000 views the first couple days she puts out a video, and over time she's getting more views than I am. And so to me, I look at that is like somebody who's making, you know, and she has an audience obviously that loves to watch her videos. Now, people don't always subscribe, but once you get that 1,000, it does not matter. Once you get that 1,000 subscribers, now you're dependent on those views. So you can get all the subscribers you want, but if people aren't watching, then you're not doing any better than the Downsizing Diva with your 50 than I'm doing with my 4,000. You're just not. Or what's her name? What I just said, Grace, who has her 2,000, right? She has her 2,000 and she's getting more views. So that is what YouTube looks at. That subscriber count is out. So for all those people who are saying that's not true, Google it. Google it, because it is true. So I just had to say that because I think that I just want to give credit to this group for coming here and showing up and showing out every time I'm on a live. It is what it is. I love that. And I know, and I don't go on other people's lives saying, come to my lives. I don't go on other people's lives, promote myself. That's a fact. I just don't do that. I don't have to do that. You know, I'm just representing myself in here the best way I can. And I'm showing up for myself. And when I come in your live, it's not to see who's in here and try to make connections with other folks. And when you're starting out, you do that. I know they tell people to do that. At this point, I don't need to do that. And I never was doing that. I really can only stand to be in presence of people that I actually like and want to watch. So if you're not watching my videos and commenting on the videos and really like the channel, don't come in here just to support yourself on the live. I really would appreciate if you just came in here if you really were interested in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And everybody I see that is right. And but I just want to keep it that way. But I just want to thank you guys, the people that show up every day, because I do appreciate that. I really do. I'm looking at all these comments and I'm so overwhelmed. And I'm going to try not to get off on the tangent. Let's see. Okay, people are telling her it's a great interview. Love that. Sin, great interview. Now what I do want to promote is Harjarine. I know it's her birthday tomorrow, but I think Harjarine, Joe, and JC, those are my home girls. Those ladies are doing a live tomorrow, and I think we're celebrating Harjarine's birthday, right? I think that's what we're doing. I just know I'm going to be there. I think it's at 5:15. That's tomorrow. That's Monday, and then we're shifting into Taisha's live, and I believe Taisha's live at 7. So that's what I'm planning to do tomorrow. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. Let me know about that, ladies. I think I'm correct, but I could be wrong. But did I get off on a tangent before we gave Journey of Life her confetti? Journey of Life. Hello. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm trying to scroll down. Wait. So after I give my weight loss, I feel like people who want to log off, can, because the people come just really for that. Yeah. So, okay. I see a lot of people. Who else? Wait a minute. I said Cookie. I said Journey. I saw Sin. I saw Nicole. I saw my girl, Joe. Who else did I see? I saw Hamani. I talked about your video. I'm in the process of watching your live stream. And when you guys go live, so I'm not always getting notifications because I'll pop in and say, hello, what's up? Hello. But I don't always get the notification. I might hear about it from Joe on her channel. I might see it in the community post, but it's after the post was up there type thing. But yeah, go check out her channel. We all know Joe has got it going on over there on Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey. And Joe, I don't think I ever congratulated you in here for reaching your 1,000 subscribers and being monetized, right? I love that. Being monetized and getting your 1,000 subscribers. And you know what? People can shout you out all day long. It really has to be, and that's, I think I saw your name in there, and that's what also put me on my tangent. But it really has to be, people have to love you. People have to love you and for what you're doing. And that's just the truth. And and I'm just being honest. It is what it is. I remember I used to be on some bigger content creators when I was like 100, Joe, you remember, you remember your own situation. But when I was like at 100, 200, 300 subscribers, subscribers, and I would be on their channel. Not very often. I think I've only done that with one person. You know, I pretty much just stay on my channel. I stay on my own channel, and not because, you know, and people might think, oh, she's 4,000 subscribers, she don't want to go on other people's channels. I was doing this when I was, you know, 150 subscribers. I am just not one of those people. I am a shy person. I don't seem like it because I'm in my own bubble, in my comfort zone here. So that's why I don't seem like that. But when I'm out and about, yeah, I'm just kind of like more like, I'm like a Charles almost. Like he says he's an introvert. I'm a self-proclaimed type of an introvert. So I really am not out and about like that. And when, you know, when somebody says drop the link, come on my channel, it's never going to be the Downsizing Diva. I probably won't do that. If Oprah was on it, maybe. But that's just not me. I'm just not like that. That's just not my way. You know, I've done one interview. I've had people asking to interview me, and they were like, "Oh, I love your energy. Come and interview." And some bigger name people, and I said, "No, because I'm not comfortable doing that. I just got to be true to myself." The Downsize, like they were on me. The Downsides was on me, and you know, they embraced me on their channel, and I could just tell they were very interested. Like they used to, you know, especially Chris, he would come to my lives and, you know, comment when I was on the week when I was doing them on the weekends before I, you know, officially, you know, did my 3 days. So that was just kind of like an ode to him, because you know, he was interested. And when I did that interview, they both interviewed me. Like if you could get both of them to interview you, that's the thing, right? They both wanted to be on there and interview me. So I love that. So that's why I interviewed with them. Other than that, that's just not my thing. I think the best thing we could do on this journey as content creators is be true to yourself. I say that all the time. I actually mean it and I live it. I'm true to myself. You know, let's see. I keep the heat in the bathroom on, so when I get a chill, you run to it. Isn't that so cool? I love that. All right, so we already knew. I saw a boss lady. Okay, I'm trying to get JC, J to the C. I love drip drop for electrolytes, low sodium, and not a bad aftertaste. I love that too. I love that too. I was just like, let me look at this time because I'm on a time schedule. Oh, I think this is so cute. Hey, Himani, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Great job on your first live this week. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that. I did make it over there. I did make it over there. I just have to comment. Let's see. Let's see. Nor says, does Element taste salty? It does if you don't put a lot of water in it. So I put a lot of water in mine. It's so good right there. It's so good right there. How about that? Okay, we got G's 101. Okay, we got G's. He's saying, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up to the people? Let's see. And people are talking amongst themselves. So I'm not going to show that. Oh, somebody, I believe you can do it, Dee Dee. Thank you. I believe I can fly. Shall I sing R. Kelly? Shay, she says, just love your Josh, Joe's, I love your channel. Yes, yes, yes. Joe is the home girl. I love Joe. You just gotta love Joe. That's my birthday twin. So we're like stuck together like Velcro, right? Velcro. We got that Velcro connection. I call it Velcro. Let's see. People are saying hello, hello. Okay, I'm scrolling down. I love the love. Dee Dee, why don't you like steak? Well, you know, I don't eat beef. I think I probably answered that, but I'll just repeat. I don't eat beef, pork. I only eat chicken, turkey, and fish. That's it. And it's been like that for, I want to say it's maybe 18 years. It might be 20 years now. It's been a long time since it might have even been, I want to say it's between 15 and 20 years. I have to find out the exact amount of time. So I don't even want it. So I don't eat ribs. I don't desire it. Somebody puts like beef or something in there, like greens, or like, people put smoked ham hocks and all that kind of stuff in their green beans and greens and all that. I won't eat that. I won't eat that. But I use the smoked turkey. I put turkey in mine, turkey wings, that kind of thing. People who are saying hello, please hit the like button. I'm not sure how many likes we have, but yes, you're addicted to tuna steaks. Okay, I've never really had tuna steaks, I don't think. I'm not sure. You love steak? Okay, yeah, I'm not a steak person at all. Uh, Joe said, "Go OMAD, Downsizing Diva. Remember to get all your calories in one meal." Now we talked about this yesterday on my autography. People are saying loose skin tightness. It helps with that. We talked about yesterday on my membership live. We talked about that OMAD, people were thinking OMAD was like an intermittent fast, and it's not. Like OMAD is just what it says, one meal a day. So you eat that one meal and that is it. That is it. You don't eat a bunch of meals. You know, you eat one meal. You can't eat like you can't eat like some grapes in the morning and then you have your one meal at 4 and then you eat in the afternoon, like in the evening, a snack. So no snacking. It's that one meal. So whatever you're going to eat, you got to eat it all at that one time. Joe gets her 1,400 calories in that one meal. And I told people it must work because Joe has lost. Now, everything is not for everybody. And I do realize that. But Joe has lost 85 pounds in 6 months. Geez, Louise, and she does the OMAD diet. So you might want to go check out our interview because we talk about it all. It was a great interview. Nicole is bougie. I've been accused of that. Actually, bougie is a good thing, though. Bougie is a good term. People who don't know what it really means have kind of made it a bad term. I don't think you're using it in a bad way. But yeah, people have made that into a bad term. It is not. I embrace it when somebody says that. One of my guy friends, he calls me Miss Bouge. So don't you guys do it. I didn't know it's him when he's saying that. I'm picky about steaks. All cuts are not equal. See, I don't know anything about it. Brenda Marlene, how are you? Oh, you're making French onion soup. No steaks. Okay. All right. I love that. Shay, there you are with that profile pic again. I love it. I thought you were not going to show it again today. You are a beauty. The beauty has to show. We love that. People are saying it sounds delicious. How about some butternut squash up in there? A garden soup. That sounds good. People are saying, hello, I'm scrolling down. People are talking about the steaks. I'm going to pass the steaks of it all because, I don't like a steak. Okay, so you're eating pasta meals. Amani is eating pasta meals. Okay. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. Ooh, some of the Ayuga order is coming tomorrow. Already? You just ordered it. Jeez, Louise, they got you on speed order. So you have to come back and let us know. I'm sure you're going to look fabulous in it. It's almost 2 a.m. Just have my magnesium supplement. I hope it helps you sleep really well, too. 2 a.m. Geez, Louise. Okay. All right. Very good. We love that. Go check out her channel. I'm going to try to squeeze that in because I got to go in a little bit here. But your Ayuga video was great. Hey, Jamie. I don't know if I greeted you. She said your Ayuga video was great. I think I'm going to get the high compression ones to hold in the loose skin. I've been thinking about them. They look great on you. Thank you. You know what? I would get it before that fall 20. Use the 2 coupons together, and I don't know how long that's going to last. But whenever you get it, you get it. I just appreciate the support. But I love a great steal. Yes, Bellflower was on it. Thank you. And I was on it too. I ordered today. Let's see. Wait, did we see Miss Linda with the spaghetti squash? No, but I know I'll have to go check that out. I know 2.0 Mommy has a great video talking about that the spaghetti squash of it all. She makes that too. So 2.0 Mommy, she's doing awesome. Go check out her channel. I don't know. I think all you guys are probably watching her channel because when I say she's getting the views, now she doesn't have 50,000 subscribers, but she's getting, her video comes out and she gets like 6,000 to 10,000 views. So talk about a big channel. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to have 50,000 subscribers, but guess what you do need? The views. Otherwise, you have 50,000 subscribers, and if you're getting 1K views, 2K views, over the course of these months, you're in the downs. You're doing the same thing as far as YouTube AdSense. You're doing the same thing Downsizing Diva is doing. So what people think makes a big channel, it's not. It's not the subscribers anymore. That is out. That's so 2025. What's in is your engagement and your views. So please watch my channel. And I always tell people to subscribe. I still want you to subscribe because that's how you get your notifications out. A lot of you aren't getting notifications because I know I looked at my little analytics when I was checking out my member list, because you got to go check that too. They don't just email you about your members. You got to go look at that. And one of the things I noticed was a lot of people that are subscribers, they don't have those notifications hooked up. So get those notifications going so you can be notified. Now, I'm so consistent that people probably think I don't need to be notified. I know Diva's going to be live at 2 p.m. on Sunday, 8:30 on Wednesday, and 8:30 on Friday p.m. Eastern. But that may change. It may be a time where I can't necessarily do that. So still hit that notification bell. So I'm going to scroll through here because my favorite thing to do on here is to celebrate you guys. Believe it or not, I don't look forward to giving my weight loss update. At this point, what's keeping me doing this is you guys, celebrating you guys. So let me scroll down. And then if you guys, wait, what is Taisha saying about food? Since we're talking about, Simply Taisha, how are you? How are you? I didn't know you were even in here. Since we're talking about food, I'm having pounds of pasta, asparagus, corn, and feta style crumbles. Okay, you got to ship some over. That sounds pretty tasty. Love it. We love that. Okay, and I love how she's doing all that, getting her protein in and all that. Guess what? Without the meat. All right, Taisha, I love that. All right, very good. So let's go and see. I'm scrolling. Let's see. All right. Now, I want to mention this again. Harjarine is celebrating her birthday Monday. If I don't know if you guys said it. I should scroll down and see. Maybe Mel or Taisha or Bellflower. Let me know if she put that in the chat because I don't want to keep saying it and it's wrong. But I think you're celebrating Harjarine's birthday. And I think it's tomorrow at 5:15 on their live. I don't know whose channel it streams from. Does it stream from Harjarine? Does it stream from Joe? I've been seeing it on Joe's channel. Is it streaming from JC? I don't know, but I really want to shout them out. And I also want to shout out Harjarine because she's around here supporting everybody. Every time I look around, she's planting some positive, kind seeds and generous to people. And I love to see that. And a lot of times when you're generous to that degree, because I am like that, you don't always see the return back, but we want to return that favor to her. So tomorrow on that live stream, are you streaming from your live stream? I don't know if you're streaming from your live stream, but I want to see you advertise that book, that journal you have, that book, advertise that because, that's a way people can support you. And your earrings, I want you to see you advertise that. That's a reason why people can support you. And I know, it's some content creators that are always trying to sell you something. That's not the Downsizing Diva. But now I've been hit with all these people wanting to work with me and, go, advertise their brands. And, I have this one that I'm debating on right now. But I don't want to be one of those people that's advertising everything, right? I just want to advertise things I really, really, and promote things I really believe in. And so I think everybody can use a journal, Harjarine. I actually sell that stuff. I haven't promoted things on my, because that's like my teacher life, I feel like. So I haven't promoted, so I'm technically an author too. But Harjarine has that, and where people could go and purchase it. And I don't know if she's done a great job of advertising. She might be like me, so I'm gonna do it for her. So tomorrow on that live, we want to see that. Now I'm gonna come in that live and I'm gonna bring it up. If you don't bring it up, your book, you want to put that up there. Let people support you like you support people, because that's one of the things I don't do. I don't really let people support me in the way I'm supporting people, and I don't always get it back in return either. I'm generous, and I don't always see it from people, but I see it from God. And so that's what I'm going with, right? So we want to support you tomorrow. I'm going to keep saying that, Harjarine, because I just love how you're putting your good vibes and your generosity out in the community. Y'all seriously just made me pull out my chicken. Chicken fajitas. That sounds good. I love a good chicken fajita. I don't do corn because I don't like seeing when it comes out. Oh, Journey. It's coming out those 70 pounds down now. Add some watermelon, walnuts, some nuts, and amazing a mint and feta salad. I had that at the I went to that retirement party and I had that there. Let's see. Oh, we definitely are going to shout you out. You can do it, Diva. Oh my goodness. Geez, Louise. Yeah, when I do my my video. Now I don't know. I think I might do it, but I don't know. It'll be a surprise to me too, Marjorie. All right. Taisha, they love the feta. Anissa, hello. Reset with Anissa. How are you? Beverly, how are you? How are you? Oh my gosh, it's good to see you in here. Doses of Shani. I hope you're really going to think about being a content creator. I think you would do a great, great job. She said that tickled me. Boys in the yard. I'm so far back on my comments if I'm just at this one. Jeez, Louise. Send the boys to my yard, Diva. I'm accepting visitors. Well, you got to do some more squats. You got to get those squats going, girl. I'm telling you, the squats do it. Okay, so I'm not so far behind because now we're going into the people making the predictions if I lost or gained. So I see DJ Meyer up in here. I see Miss Nikki. I see Isderium. I think I shouted you guys out already. I don't want to miss people. My girl Z, how are you? Oh, Gail, how are you? Gail, you were close. Gail, you were so close. Jeez, Louise. Let's see. Okay, we're scrolling down. She said just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze those glutes while you're doing the booty workouts. Yes. Okay, then you guys were telling me about the DJ Osmo Pocket 3. That thing is on my wish list. Let's see. You said you're getting some more of that stock that you keep telling us it's paying for the necessities at Downsizing Diva. Yes, Joe has been buying. She has been buying and doing well. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's see, ma'am, I'm going to need to open up your your hotspot. Yeah, it is. I mean, I am not joking. When I tell you, look at it. It's still in the box. It still has the thing on it. Look, I have not opened this baby, and I could be more in living color. I think that's why I really wanted it, just so I could look more colorful. And sometimes when I'm on the stage with people, I'm like, they look so like bright, and their skin is popping. And sometimes when I play it on my TV, I see the color, but when I'm sitting here, I don't see it. I don't know. I think it's the lighting. If you're out there watching, Allie was supposed to be texting me about this light and talking to me about this light she has, Allie from Fit Flavor Fun. And I'm going to have to text her because my lighting situation, Taisha has tried to help me. Joe has, 2.0 Mommy has tried to help me. The Downsize has tried to help me. Me and this light is just not, it's just not what's up. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm going to get back over there and watch some more of your things, but yeah, I like to support people who are supporting me and not just in the lives. I support everybody. Let me just rephrase that. You don't have to be support me to support you. If I like something, I'm just going to watch it because I want to. But I'm just saying, if I do see that you're, in the lives, and not only in the lives, because people will come in these lives to just self-promote. I realize that. But if you're actually commenting on my videos and, I can tell you're following my journey, I really want to support you in that way too and shout you out. Now, I'm shouting out everybody because I just love it all. But I'm telling you, that when people go that extra mile, I just feel like I really want to reciprocate that. You know what I'm saying? But I think you should support everybody. I always say subscribing is free. So when you go to a channel and even if you don't love them, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it because I feel this way. Even if you go to a content creator that you saw on somebody's live or in their, out and about, I say still subscribe just to support because maybe you might not watch it, but that's what's important. That's what's lacking for some of these people that think they're huge content creators. I don't see that with the views though. I'm talking about the views of it all. So, what I'm saying is I just still subscribe. I still support and subscribe. Now to take that a step further, I'm doing so many things. If I was like when I first started out, I'd be everywhere doing everything like some of you are. I think that's great. But because I got a lot going on, I can't always comment. I'm really watching the videos on my almost hour-long commute, 45 minutes on a good day. That's when I'm watching videos, unless somebody calls me in the morning and catches me. And I talk, and I'll be talking sometimes on my commute. But that's when I'm trying to watch videos and get it all in. The live streams, I'll pop in. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have now dedicated to my daughter. I don't know if I said that to you guys, but Tuesdays and Thursdays is my daughter's day. And I'm trying not to do a whole lot on YouTube. But I see Charles doing his thing, and I like to go over there and listen to Charles, but I could catch the replay too. So I've been kind of doing that. But you know, I was doing something else on a Tuesday. I kind of gave that up to just spend time with my daughter and get the family part of it. My daughter's homework, you know, we're doing homework Tuesday, Thursday. So if I'm not on things on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that is why, because I'm trying to get it in with my birthday, with my daughter. People are saying, hello, hello. Oh, you hear her singing. Did Harjareen hear that? That was so sweet. She was excited to do that too. She says, oh my gosh, thank you, little Dee Dee. It's so cute. My little hummingbird. I'm so far behind. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'm scrolling down, guys. I want to get to this meet and greet because I want to put this in the chat. And I'll do it again on and she says, wait. Miss Linda, how are you? Miss Linda is over there doing it and doing it and doing it well. You're on your channel doing it big time. I love it. Keep the videos coming. I like that your videos are super long too, so you could kind of just like get through it. And as somebody who is like long-winded, right? I say that, and I record my videos, Miss Linda, and they're like 30, 35, 40 minutes. And by the time I chisel them down, you know, it's a good a couple of minutes. I remember Mel saying one day, she said, did you put that video out? Yes, yeah. And I said, yes. And she was like, 25 minutes. I can't remember if that's the exact thing, but she was like, oh, that's a long video. I told her, that's good for the downsizing diva. Joe says, I have to admit, that jacket is fire. It is a cute jacket. You know, I love a good Run DMC flashback. That's what it reminds me of. She said, donate it today. Maybe I'll wash this and put this in the thing that I'm giving away for Thanksgiving. You know, I'll wash it, or I like to dry clean and wash, believe it or not, because I don't know what they're putting in that dry cleaning. I don't always think it's like water. So I like to do them both. Well done, Dee Dee. A loss is a loss. It is. Okay, let me scroll down and see what you guys are saying. Hello, child of the eight. Look at those biceps. Hello from Louisiana. Look at those biceps. Geez, Louise, I'm going to need you to be my bodyguard. You and Mel are going to have to be my bodyguard. Thank you. Geez, Louise, I got to give you some confetti for those biceps. Geez, Louise. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. You have about 10 business suits. Wow, with tags that you had to take to the Goodwill. I would rather find a shelter. You hate, yeah. And some shelters are kind of picky with what they're accepting now. So you might want to call around. Michelle, she says, I watch it on Sunday Live. Usually my team is on and I am watching today, but it's a late game. Go Bucks. Okay, go Bucks. Now they could be playing my team. Well, is it really my team if I don't even know it's my team? I crack myself up. I'm worried about I'm not worried about having subscribers or anything. I just thought maybe being raw and sharing my ups and downs might make someone else feel less alone. Do it. Do it. And, you know, I told this to Shani, and I'm going to say it to you, you know, and maybe we can meet if people want to do it like together, you know, and just give you some tips to get you started, because I think everybody should do it. And, you know, that's the thing. When I started out, it wasn't to, you know, get subscribers either. And I was audio. I wasn't even showing my face. And I always like to bring this story up because people always say, like, you know, oh, you look like this, you look like that, you're so pretty, you're so cute, you're this, you're that. Why weren't you showing your face? And it wasn't about how I looked. It was about not wanting to be out there. You know, I'm a pretty private person. You know, you'll find out this meet and greet, we're trying to tighten this baby up. But, you know, I'm just a private person, and I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, I'm cute, look at me, or I think I'm cute, look at me. I've never been that. If I become that, losing this weight, stop me. Somebody stop me. I know Nicole is going to stop me. But yeah, I'm just seriously stop me, because I don't want to ever be that. So it's not about that. It's about sharing your journey, and however you do that, you know, however you do that. I love that. Let's see. I don't have the what if because I'm never going back. It's the money because I'm having to pay my son's bills and buying a new engine for his car. I know that's right. Wait a minute. Hold up. We got a super chat. Sorry to anyone I didn't address. This chat is popping. Don't forget to drop the link for the meetup. Okay. Yes, little old Mel, the bodyguard. Okay, so let me drop the link for the meetup before we lose people, because we have 40 some people. Now we're down to Now we're down to 40-some people. Okay, so let me get the link. Thanks, Mel. And I got to get off here in a second. I want to talk about the stocks of it all real quick. So get the link. Okay, we got the link. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here is the link if you are interested. So let me just say really quick, this meet and greet. We're doing the meet and greet. We're going to tell you a lot more information about it. And I'm going to talk about this again on Wednesday for the people who have to go. But, you know, so I dropped the link in the chat. Okay, this chat is so long. Geez, Louise. Diriam says, well, all right. So we're going to a city in the Midwest. We'll let you know. We'll let you know what city it is when we actually meet up. We're going to have a Zoom to actually meet up. And you guys might be saying, you know, I remember it was four ladies. We all remember those four beauties that met up, you know. So some people are meeting up and doing different things. And when these ladies met up, it was the four of them. But now we're opening this up to everybody. So we gotta have to have some security. You know, I've had, you know, I was telling my membership yesterday that I've had people on, some guys on Instagram contacting me and leaving kind of inappropriate pictures, and you know, and I block them and delete them. They show up with another account type of thing. Like, since I've started this YouTube journey, and I don't really talk about that kind of thing because I don't like to bring negative energy in where it shouldn't be. One of the things I do not like about YouTube is it's so out in the open, right? It's like, even if you block somebody from your channel, they can still watch your videos. And why? Because YouTube is trying to make money. They make money on these AdSense videos, and so they are not going to be blocking people off the channel altogether unless it's like a serious situation. So for me, and we're having all these women, I'm not married, as you know, I have to be extra careful, and I want everybody around me to be extra careful. So that's the reason why we're just kind of like locking it in. So when you open up the Google form, we just want some basic information. We want to know your first and last name, your real name, just because real names and channel names, we're trying to get to know people that we're meeting up with. Also include your channel name. And I don't know, honestly, I'm gonna fix this really quick, because I see the channel name. I want that to be I want you to put your channel name actually on there. I want that to be a requirement. It's looking like it's not a requirement, so let me fix that. Bam. Okay, so and we have a handful of people. We have 2-3 handful of people that have already signed up. So that's, you know, of interest. You're not committing yourself to anything. You're just saying, I'm interested in the meetup. And so I do have the dates on the form. So if you go in that form, Downsizing Diva meetup, I'm going to also add it to this description tonight because I didn't do that already. But it says join the Downsizing Diva in a fabulous city in the Midwest from July 10th to the 12th. We are planning a fabulous meetup, Diva style. More details to come. We want your email address, and we want to know if it's something you're interested in. And if you're interested in coming to the meetup, then we're going to have a couple of Zoom calls where we just kind of focus in and let you know what we're doing. So we'll tell you about the hotels. We're going to, you know, we'll tell you the exact location too, when you, with the people that are interested. But we want people there that are really interested, that are, you know, want to be committed to coming and to put it out there. We don't want it to be where people are just showing up and, you know, we don't know who these people are. You guys know the day and age, this climate, this day and age is, you know, it's a lot going on. So bye, Journey. So that's what we want to do. So if you are interested, let me know. Let me know if you're interested, and fill out this form. And like I said, I'm going to bring this up again and put it on there. I'll do it again and put it on there on Wednesday. And again, you know, whenever I'm live, I'll put it up there, and I'll just put it in the description of my videos until we get to the point. And I realize some people can't make it, and then we'll just, you know, this is probably, hopefully won't be the last one. So yeah. So when you find out the city, we may even announce the city for people who, but go on the, we'll just say it's on the form so people could go on there and actually look and see. But it could be in a city near you. We just want to make sure that we're safe, right? That's the number one thing, is we're safe. And my number 2 objective is to have a good time. So safety first and then fun. All right, so that was that. So another thing I want to talk about is if you're interested in joining my little stock club. Now I'm going to show you how I made $420 some odd dollars. I calculated it. I drive an SUV. It takes up a lot of gas. My commute is like 45 minutes a day. And so, where I work is not close to where I live. So that's going to buy me 7 tanks of gas. So that'll last me, till how many 7 tanks of gas will last me for how many weeks or 4 weeks? Oh, so that'll last me for a couple months or so. So I'm going to have gas to fill up my tank based on my stocks. And so I just want to let you guys know you're missing out. I'm trying to help you guys make some money. Joe has, Joe, look at our girl, Joe. She has invested, we're talking about it in the stock club. So I'm going to share with you guys, and I put the stock club information in my description, but let me just share my screen here. I'm going to show you guys, because I would be one of those people like, yeah, she says she's doing A, B, and C, but I want to see it. Like I'm one of those people that got to see it to believe it. So I'm going to show you my little profit if you're interested. So can you see that? Like, somebody text me and let me know. Can you see that? Because I have it big on my screen. What happened to my phone? Mel or Bellflower or somebody, can you text me and let me know if you can see it? See my screen? Am I sharing my screen? So anyway, hopefully I am. I can't tell. Let me see. Mel, Bellflower, Taisha, can you see my screen? They're not texting. They're not responding. I'm going to say, can you see my screen? No, ma'am. Taisha says no, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, okay. No wonder. Here it is. Sorry. Okay. Thank you, Taisha. Now, can you see Taisha? Taisha and Mel, now can you see? I think I'm sharing my screen now. Yeah, I am sharing my screen. Okay, so here it is. So here's my Eli Lilly stock. Eli Lilly, when I bought this stock on August 2nd, I bought it for $644.94. And then when it dipped down, this is when Eli Lilly got that news about the orforglipron pill. So they dipped down, and the studies, weren't doing what they thought they would do, like the percentage of weight loss. And now we know why. But at that time, the investors were nervous. It dropped down. So I thought, let me go back in. I didn't have a lot of money to spend. So you can see I didn't even buy a whole share. I bought 1.56. So $637.95 is what I paid. So it averaged me down a little bit, not a lot. So my average cost is $644. So as you can see, the stock was, as of when I printed this out, which you can see it was October 3rd, the stock was $839.87. So I have made $421.35 since August 7th. Now, who gives you $421.35? That's over 30% of a 30% profit that I made. And really, how did I do that? It was just knowing when to get in, knowing when to get into the stock. And so that's just kind of what I'm trying to teach the group. And we're researching stocks. We're actually learning how to, I'm going to put the link in the chat if you're interested in the class. Now I'm going to put it up on my community post a little bit later tonight if you're interested. But guys, I think, my message has always been on here that, we got to do better with our finances. Like, we got to do better with our wealth. And sometimes doing better is just watching your money grow and making your money grow. So if you're interested, great. If you're not, just wait till you see our gains. We're the group that we have is a great group. And I'm just trying to teach the group, and I'm learning too. So it's not, we've learned from each other. But what I'm trying to teach is slow and steady, just like I do with my weight loss, even though that was a little bit quicker than I, thought, but you just never know with these stocks. And I'm just trying to teach people how to take their money and not spend it all on, entertainment, and spend some of your money on improving your finances, like getting better with our finances. Remember, health is wealth. And if we get healthy, and, we want to be able to spend our money in the best way we can. And we want to save for the future, because now we know we're living long, right? Before, we weren't sure how long we were living. Now we know we're going to live into those 90s and 100. So I want you guys to start doing that. Joe says, Joe is up in there working it out with us. She's all excited. I've checked and my stock has grown 12% in 7 days. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So if you're interested, and also go in that description, there's also a link about the stock class, because I think you need the class first. She's so very good. I think she needs the class first. You should do the class first and the information first. But if you just want to jump into the group, you could do that too. We're in my on the stock club. We meet meet on Zoom. We actually meet we have a phone call meeting. So and then it's things for us to do, right, to learn about it. So I just think that you guys, if you haven't jumped in, you need to do that. Yes, Anissa, we would love to have you. Yes, we would love to have you. So click on that link. Email me if you have any questions. I'm going to put my Diva Stock Club email, because that's where you could contact me at if you have any questions. I just love it. I love seeing people just advance and whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be this, whatever it is. I'm all about being your best self. So, and I'm working on that for me. So here's the Diva Stock Club at gmail.com. Hopefully you can join. You're interested. Email me if you have any more questions about the Diva Stock Club. We would love to have you. It's called Stocks Made Simple, because that is the goal. That is the goal. So, and I'm learning we're all learning. So that's the best way. I could get on there and talk to people and talk at them, but the best way to learn is for you to be actually involved in your own learning, which is, that's the teacher way, right? So I enjoyed you guys. I'm going to have to go back and read some of these comments. I don't know what was said, but I will go back and read them. I have to take my daughter to Joe. At this rate with the stocks, honey, you're going to have money to, and that might not be a thing, the money of it all, but you'll definitely have some money to travel. I can tell you that if you stay at this rate and you stick in there. You guys are talking about all the food. No, I don't track my blood sugar. I'm glad I scrolled up and saw this. I don't track my blood sugar. I don't really have the highs and lows and dips like some people do, where it goes so low. I've never really had a problem with it. And I think that's because I caught mine early on. Like, I go to the doctor and get blood work done even before this GLP-1 every 3 months. So when my blood pressure went over that from pre-diabetic to diabetic, we were on it right away. So I think that's why I've never had that. There may be some, I may, talk to my doctor about tracking, but I haven't really felt like I needed to track it. So thanks for asking that though, but I don't, and for one more thing to track that it's not a necessity. Geez, Louise. But yeah, so I'm not against it. I just have not done it. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, so somebody said, good question, Taisha. I guess she was asking about, should you be doing the OMAD diet if you're a diabetic? Well, we know one thing we do know is if you're a diabetic and when you eat, so I'm a pre-diabetic now, when you eat, your blood sugar is fluctuating. So if you want stability over time with that blood sugar, I guess the less you eat, the better, right? Especially, and then it also depends on the quality of the food you're eating. So that was a great, she says, Jason is a great, he's a great doctor. He talks about it's good for diabetics. I've read a lot of his books. I know Journey pearled out of here. She had to go. But yeah, so I just want to say I love you guys. I got to get out of here. We're doing great things over on this Downsizing Diva channel. I love it. I love the stock club. We were able to get that going. Check out my 3 ladies, JC, Harjareen, happy early birthday again, and Joe. Did anybody clarify? Am I telling people the right place to go at the right time? I hope I am. I think I am. Joe, Harjareen, whose channel is it on? If I skipped all of that, can you tell us real quick? So that's tomorrow. And then Taisha's live, I'll go off of there and to go into Taisha's live. And that is on Monday, right? Tomorrow's Monday at 7. And then I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm trying to get that video out tonight, but if it interferes with my sleep, it'll be out on Monday. Have a good night. I love you guys. Thank you. Okay, they did say it. Okay, let me see. I want to put it up here just in case somebody watches. Geez, Louise. Okay. Well, let me see. Did they say it? Oh gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta go, but I don't see it mailed to the B. Yeah, I don't see where they said it. Mel, whose channel is it on? Did they say whose channel is it streaming from? Are you streaming it from your channel, Harjarine? So because it's her birthday, I just kind of want to make sure that people subscribe to her. Like if we can't do anything else, we can subscribe for her birthday and support her that way and buy that book. So Harjarine, I'm gonna be emailing you, Harjarine. You got to get that, promote that journal because I think it's great. Who can't use a journal? Nowadays, all four channels. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so Harjarine, get that journal up there because I want to buy that journal myself. It's going to be on all the channels. Okay, well, I will be there in the house, listening in, celebrating Harjarine's birthday. I love you, ladies. I will see you guys. Have a blessed Sunday, and get some sleep. Love you guys. Bye. Because that's who she is. That's who she is. I love it. I would have said the same thing. I love it too. Yeah. But Harjarine, I'm gonna be, so it's her birthday. So I'm gonna stream from Harjarine's channel and put that stuff up there. Do you need the Downsizing Diva? If you don't do it, I'm gonna go in there and say it. Toodles. Bye.